I do not so much rejoice that God hath made me to be a queen, as to be a queen over so thankful a people. I would rather be a beggar and single than a queen and married. Fear not, we are of the nature of the lion, and cannot descend to the destruction of mice and such small beasts. I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too. Brass shines as fair to the ignorant as gold to the goldsmiths. Must. Is must a word to be addressed to princes? Little man, thy father, if he had been alive, durst not have used that word. One man with a head on his shoulders is worth a dozen without. There is nothing about which I am more anxious than my country, and for its sake I am willing to die 10 deaths, if that be possible. The word must is not to be used to princes. My mortal foe can no ways wish me a greater harm than England's hate, neither should death be less welcome unto me than such a mishap betide me. Where minds differ and opinions swerve, there is scant a friend in that company. I find that I sent wolves not shepherds to govern Ireland, for they have left me nothing but ashes and carcasses to reign over. Where might is mixed with wit, there is too good an accord in a government. God has given such brave soldiers to this crown that, if they do not frighten our neighbors, at least they prevent us from being frightened by them. Though I am not imperial, and though Elizabeth may not deserve it, the Queen of England will easily deserve to have an emperor's son to marry. I shall lend credit to nothing against my people which parents would not believe against their own children. I would rather go to any extreme than suffer anything that is unworthy of my reputation, or of that of my crown. Monarchs ought to put to death the authors and instigators of war, as their sworn enemies and as dangers to their states. I have the heart of a man, not a woman, and I am not afraid of anything. I pray to God that I shall not live 1 hour after I have thought of using deception. There is one thing higher than royalty, and that is religion, which causes us to leave the world, and seek God. I do not want a husband who honors me as a queen, if he does not love me as a woman.